Good morning, everybody. Annie, hi. Are you in here? Good morning. How are you? Man, I was so happy to see you start coming up on my For You page the other day, if you're still in here. All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome into Mindful Movements. If you're joining me, say hi. Let me know where you're joining from, what your journey is. A day with yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have to raise this. Let's see. Let me move things around just a tiny bit. Ouch. I'm gonna move that over a hair. And oh, doggone it. I'm dropping everybody. I'm sorry. Hold on. I dropped you guys. Whoopsies. Let's see. Here. There. Let's try that. Sorry, I had to move you over. Okay. Now, I think we might have it set. Sorry, I threw y'all around a little bit. Good morning. Just making sure you're on your toes. Making sure that you're on your toes. Big, if you're still in here, I'm going to throw you another message in a little bit. Good morning, everybody. It looks like I have a few people coming in over here on TikTok. Say hi, tap the screen, share the love. If you're in here, share it out to a friend. We're about to get things started. And I hope you hang out with us today. We are about to get things started. Okay. If you're just joining in, I am streaming on 5 platforms, and I'm trying to get all my screens straight so nobody's having to lean sideways to see me. And then there's things that I have to adjust and make sure that everybody can see things and keep up with me. Today is a combo day. We have been doing the wall sit and the bicep curl. So today we put those together into a little combo. So we'll do a wall sit, and along with the wall sit, we'll be doing that bicep curl or that hammer curl. So that is what we're doing. So now that everything is up and running, welcome into Mindful Movements. I'm Denise, and I am a fitness trainer. Not only am I a fitness trainer, but I am someone that, Grace, what's up? I knew you was coming. I am also someone that understands if you are dealing with limitations or anything that is keeping you from being able to do what anybody else does. I have lived with limitations for longer than I want to even say, but I know how it feels when you don't feel strong. I know how it feels when you are afraid to start something new because you're not sure how it's going to do, or how it's going to feel, or anything like that. So I do understand those things, and it's because I have lived that. But I also encourage you to never give up. I want you to feel strong. I want you to feel confident in your movements and how you're doing it every day. So as we get started, we're going to move back and we're going to go over our warm up that we do every day. And I will go over that combo today. And as I do this, I will be talking about other things because next week is our combo week, and we will do all the combos from all weeks in May, and they will all be at the end. So we're going to change it up a little bit because it is a holiday week. Next week, Monday, is Memorial Day. So we're going to kind of like change things up. Welcome in, everybody, and thanks for joining in. I'm going to move my chair out of the way, and we are going to get started. All right, so hi everybody, I'm Denise. Welcome in. If you're joining in, if you've seen this before and you have seen it as helpful, please share it out to a friend. Like, love, share, do all the things to make this visible everywhere. My screen is a little crooked over here on TikTok. I do apologize. I'm trying to set it. Okay, I think that's a little bit straighter. If you're joining in, say hi. I know that conversation in the comments helps push me out there. So we're going to get started, and we're going to start with our warm up. We've been doing this warm up every day all month of May. So at this point, you should feel a little bit more confident about doing this exercise, this workout. Of course, I always screw it up somehow, but we're going to try to make sure that we don't screw it up this morning. So the first one is that high knee with that opposite arm raise, okay? Just like some people call it a running man. Some people call it other things. We're just going to call it a high knee and an arm raise. Whenever I do this raise, if you notice, as I lift that leg, I'm also reaching to the side across from me, and that gives you a little bit more of a core activation right there. So it's knee up, arm up, just like that. I'm not twisting my hips. I am keeping my hips still. They're coming up and down, of course, but whenever I do this, I'm not shifting. I'm just keeping my core tight, and I'm rotating this upper part of my core just a little bit, just enough to feel it. The next one that we did was the arm swings. Remember, you can do this however you can do with your palms facing behind you. You can do your palms facing forward. You can switch it up if you want to. However, go as far above your head as you can. I'm also doing the same thing. I'm only rotating this. I'm not shifting my hips. I'm just rotating my upper body. As I do this, remember, take your time when you do this. If you're just getting started, whatever it may be, I usually try for at least 10 or go for 30 seconds. But if you can't do that, find your place. Find where you need to start. It's okay. It's okay. All right, the next one is that inchworm. And if you remember, I do show the inchworm 2 different ways. Actually, I show it 3 different ways. I'm going to show it with a straight leg. This gives you the way to do it in a normal, or most people do it with a straight leg. You just go straight down, you climb out, and then you come back in after you hit that plank position. Now, when you go into the plank, you can hold it for a couple of seconds and then come back up, or you can make it one steady flowed move. So when you go out, I'm going to keep my legs soft but straight. Okay, so they're going to be straight. I'm not locking them out. I'm just keeping them nice and straight as I go down, out, into that plank position, back in, and up. That is the first way that you have that you can do this. The other way you do it is you can bend those knees as you go down. So if you have issues with keeping your legs all the way straight, whether you have some form of limited mobility or chronic pain in that area or whatever, and it seems to be kind of sticking you there, go ahead and bend those knees a little bit. It takes a little bit of pressure off the rest of your body when you do it. So go down. See how I'm bending my knees a little bit? Out, into that plank position, and come back in. Okay? So those are two of the 3 options. The last one is another one where you can do this. I think I had someone ask me if they could do it toward their bed. So if they could stand up beside their bed and walk out. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just make sure that it's firm enough that you don't sink in, because that could get your body a little bit off balance and make you feel not quite so stable. So you want to make sure that you're against something stable or going across something stable. So we're going to just stand here. My knees are relaxed. They're not locked out. Remember that. I'm just going to kind of go down, reach, Get close enough that when you go out, you can reach it and then up. Okay. I'm actually going to turn my bench so I can show that if you do it this way. So say you have a long bench or you have a bed that you want to do this against. See how close I am to my bench? Maybe another foot away. Here, all the way out, stretch, and up. All the way out, stretch, and up. Okay? I want to go over all these because I'm going to do them in one circuit flow after. And actually, I think I'm going to keep that turn like that because I can show the pike that way as well. We do a pike. Ankle pulse is the next one. And I've been showing that you can do this on a bench. So I'm going to just step out a little bit, make sure that you can still see me. So for the pike ankle pulse, you go into a plank first, and then from that plank, you pike up your body. Now, this is going to depend on you on how far you can plank up. Okay, so we're going to go down. Here, you're in your plank position. You're going to pike up, pushing those arms, and then you're going to pulse those ankles. Okay, just like that. Make sure you're on a non-slick surface, like you're on a no-slip mat or something like that when you do it. Welcome in, anybody. If you're just joining in, I'm just going over all the exercises. We will be putting these into a circuit, and I will show them all into that flow. And when we do this, we're only going to do a number of 10. So when we do this, everything that we do, we're going to do by 10s. And then I'm also going to show you the wall sit hold with the bicep curl combo today. And then we will do that by numbers of 10 as well. So when we get into that wall sit, we'll do our bicep curls for a number of 10. I will do this in 2 rounds today. 2 rounds today. Because I want to show with a regular bicep curl, and then I want to show with a hammer curl. So we're going to do 2 rounds of this today. All right. Now back to that pike ankle pulse. We're going to do this from the bench. We're going to go out into our plank position. Okay. So you're like in an inclined plank. You're going to you're going to pike up. Okay. And then you're going to pulse those ankles just like this. It just takes a little bit of pressure off the rest of your body if you're not quite ready to do that full pike from the floor. Okay. All right. So we have gone over every exercise. The next one, this is the one that's going to become the combo. We're going to go into our wall sit. I'm going to go ahead and hold my weights. You can do this with resistance bands as well. So I'm going to go into my wall sit, or if you don't have weights, you can always do this with water bottles. If you have 2 16-ounce water bottles, or if you have 2 8-ounce water bottles, you can always do this with water bottles. You don't have to have weights all the time to do this, okay? So we're in our wall sit. Get nice and comfortable because you're going to hold those weights, and then you're going to bicep curl up. 2, 3, just like that, okay? Or for the second round, we're going to do hammers. 1, 2, and 3, okay? So first round circuit is going to be all of the exercises, and then we're going to include, let me take a breath. So the first round will include the wall sit hold with 10 bicep curls. The second round we will include the wall sit hold, and we'll do hammer curls. So we're going to do that full circuit all the way around. So if you're doing this with me, get ready. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, Brocken, good morning. I didn't think you were going to be here. Thank you so much for coming in. All right. Good morning, Rooster. What All right, we're going to get started. We're going to do 10 of everything. Okay, so when it comes to those things that I showed you modifications with, I'm going to break those up, but I'm still going to do my 10. So Grace, if you're still in here, say hi. Let me know that you're still here. I mean, I know that I'll see it, but I won't see it. I am on 5 platforms at one time, guys, so just bear with me. I am really, really trying to make sure that I reach as many people because I feel like this is something that people need to know. Remember, when you do start any fitness or nutrition program, make sure that you reach out to your medical professional first, because if you're going through any kind of journey, they need to let you know that it's okay for you to do what you do or what you're wanting to do. And then make sure that you're listening to your body. If your body says something is wrong, listen. And from that, you can always modify it. But if it doesn't get to be any better or feel any better, you can always stop that and find something else that helps you still feel strong. Okay, guys? So just make sure that you remember that. Remember that you're tapping the screen, sharing it out. And if you feel like this could help somebody, share it out to someone and let them know that I'm here. We're going to get started with that. So Grace, if you're doing it with me, we're going to get started, okay? We're going for a number of 10. But remember, if you can't get 10, it's okay to stop. You don't have to keep going. Take a break. And if you need to take a couple of seconds to rest. And then you can start again and finish your 10. It's okay to start where you are. It's okay to build from where you can start. That is all okay. All right, so our first one is that arm raise and that thing, that high knee and that arm raise. Rooster, I want to ask, how are you feeling? I know that you shattered your ankle, or I didn't get the whole thing. I think you may have done something to your ankle, your foot. Let me know how you're doing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. So from there, we're going to do those arm swings. We're going straight into everything. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo-wee. Now we're going to go into that inchworm. So the inchworm, I'm going to show both ways. We're going to show with those relaxed knees because I feel like that's where most people need it. So we're going to show with the relaxed knees. We're going to bend. We're going to let those knees bend with us when we go down. We're just going to go down, out. I'm going to do 5 this way, and then I'll do 5 to the bench. 1, 2. See how I'm bending my knees to bring me back up? That's totally okay. Do what you need to do. 4. And 5. There we go. Now we're going to do it to, if you're doing this from a couch, if you're doing it from a chair, if you're doing it from the bed, this is the way you need to work it. Walk out and back in. If you're just getting started, this is a great way to get it. 4. And don't feel like you have to go this fast either. If you need to slow it down, you can. There's nothing wrong with going at your speed. Find your place. You can always build from there, but you got to find a starting point. Something that helps you feel strong without discouraging you to keep going. I want you to keep going with this. All right, our next one is that pike ankle pulse. Since I'm so close to the bench, I'm going to go ahead and do the bench one here. Go into your plank, okay? My body is nice and straight. I'm on that incline. I'm going to pike up and pulse those ankles just like that. What we'll do is the next round, we'll do it from the floor. I'll show the pike from the floor. You want to get that feel in those shoulders when you do this. Okay? Now we're going to go straight into that combo. We're going to the wall. Bicep curls. We're going to wall sit. Now, take this easy because you can do this without weight at all. All right? You're just doing the movement, right? So get into the wall sit. Get nice and comfortable with your legs. And then bicep curl. We're doing 10 of these, so you're staying on the wall the whole time. 4, 5. Look, I'm going to show you how to do this if you're only doing your arms. If you don't have any kind of weight or anything, maybe you have a resistance band. You can do this from a resistance band too. But you're just engaging, pull. 2, 3, 4. Now make sure that you engage that muscle. You pretend that you have a weight in your hand and you just make it feel like you want to engage that bicep as you do it. Okay? So that's our combo. We are going to go ahead and throw in our 2 core exercises that we've done this week. So I'm going to show those. We've got the seated lean back hold or the boat pose. We're just going to hold for about 10 seconds since we're doing our numbers for 10. It's okay. 10 or 15 seconds and you're good to go. Keep your core engaged as you do this. Now remember, you can always do this with your feet on the floor and just lean back. My shoulders come up a little bit. That's keeping my back straight. It's taking a little pressure off my back too. Just like that. Okay? And then the other one was, remember, it's that bear. That bear come up. Get into your tabletop position. Up and down. On those toes and down. That's 2. Up. That's 3. 4. 5. Remember, if you're a little bit more advanced, you can do this from your elbows. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. That core should be on fire this morning. All right. We did all that whole round. Good morning. Welcome in. She is working out with me. Rooster, I'm so sorry. I was just grazing to see if there's any comments. Oh, yeah. All right. Our next circuit, remember, the next circuit, we're doing the hammer curl. And before we go into the next circuit, while you guys are taking that little bit of a rest, welcome in, everybody. I think I have a few people either on Facebook, YouTube, or somewhere through my restream. I do stream on 3 platforms from one specific platform, so I can't really see where everybody's coming from. But I want to show you this with the resistance bands, just in case you don't have weights, but you do have resistance bands. Or maybe you have water bottles. Whoops. Or maybe you have a water bottle, just like this. All it's going to do is add a little extra weight to give you a focus. See how I'm doing this? My arm is straight. I just engaged. Can you see the difference? And I'm trying to get you to. So I just engaged. You see how my arm just engaged? Engaged and then pull. You can do this without weight as well. You do not have to have a weight in your hand to make this happen. See? My arm is relaxed. My arm is engaged. Did you see that? I engage that arm and pull. It's going to slow your motions down just as if you have a weight in your hand. I literally feel this in my bicep. Now, if you are using a resistance band. You're going to have your feet on the resistance band when you go into that wall sit. So I think I'm going to show that way. I'm going to do the hammer curl this way. Okay? So then that's what you're going to do. You're going to do your hammer curl with the resistance band while you're in that seated wall sit hold. So maybe we'll throw this one in, and I'll do 5 with the dumbbell, and then I'll do 5 with the resistance band. Maybe I'll just do all 10 with the resistance band just so you can see it. All right, so we're doing the next round. Okay, are you guys ready for the next round? If you're doing this with me, throw it in the comments. Let me know you're ready. Just shout out ready for me. So we're going to do that arm raise, knee high, okay? All right, so we're going to get started now. We're doing 10 of each one. We're going to do 10 of each one, and we're not going to stop until we go through everything. I know that I'm talking, but you can always slow down. You can always take this at your pace, and if you cannot get 10, it is okay. Find your happy place. All right, so here we go. I'm going to stay on this way just a little bit. See, you see that I'm rotating, but my hips are not moving other than my up and down motion. My upper body is what's moving, nothing else. I try to do this so you can see all the angles. I feel like the lights that I have this morning are not really helping me any. There we go. 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So from that one, we're going with those arm swings. I'm going to try to go, let's see, right here. Arm swings. You see how my arms are going up? Only my upper body's moving. I'm not swaying those hips. I'm keeping my core engaged, but I'm extending as much as I can. 8. I'm trying to count. This should be 10 right here. All right, and then we're going to go for those inchworms. Remember, you can do this nice and slow. You do not have to do these fast. You're going to go out, all the way out, plank, and then come back in. You can be as far or as close as you need to your bench, your bed, your chair, your couch, whatever you have accessible. 3. I'm going to do 5 of these, and then I'm going to go to the floor. Because if you do want to do it from the floor, but you want to go slow, this is 5. Okay, now we're going to move over. We're going to go down, nice and slow out, nice and slow in. 1, 2. And what you don't realize is the slower you go, the more those muscles are working. You may not feel it as much in the speed. This is 4. 1 more. And 5. All right, and then we're going to do that plank ankle pull. So remember I said I'm going to do this one from the floor so you can see it from the floor. We're going to go into that plank position. Okay, start here. Hike up, push against those hands. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. In that plank, come up. Go straight into your wall sit hold. Good morning, welcome in. I see somebody joining in. It's green. I think you're coming in from YouTube. Hi, welcome in. I can't see the screen right now, but I will look at it whenever I come closer. So, oh yeah, I want to show you this. So what we're going to do is if you have a loop band like this, or a band of any sort, and you're wanting to do these with the resistance band, I'm putting my feet in my resistance band, and then I'm sitting, okay? Get your feet comfortable. All right. I'm getting into my wall sit, and then I'm going to curl. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so we did 10 bicep curls, and then we finished our wall sit. Now we're going to go to the floor. Remember, our wall sit curl was our combo from this week. So that's what we've been working on this week, is getting everything ready. So we want to do that combo. Now we're going to go into that boat pose. We're going to hold for 10 seconds. Get back, get nice and comfortable. Engage that core. Lift those feet off the floor if you can. Extend your body as much as you can without pain in your back. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You see how I'm holding here? I'm not holding on. I'm just letting it help me steady. 3, 2, and done. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show this. If you need to do this with your feet on the floor, that's okay too. My heels are down. I'm just going back as far as my body will allow, keeping my core engaged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now you're going to feel this in your core. You're going to feel this in your legs. You're going to feel this everywhere as you're doing it. And your body might shake a little bit, but that's okay. All right. Into that bear. We're going to go into the bear stance. We're going to go into tabletop position first. Okay. That's where you start. My toes are in the floor. I'm going to go up, hold for 2, and down. Okay. Up. 1, 2, down. 1, 2, down. 1, 2, down. Remember, if you can't do 10, if you can't get 10 of these, that's okay. If you can't hold for 2, that's okay too. Push with those toes. You're getting up. You're getting your knees off the floor. You're engaging the whole core, those legs. You're feeling it everywhere. Down. Hold. Down. I have one more. And down. All right. How do you feel this morning? Are you doing this with me? Oh, yay! I didn't realize it was coming from that one. I just started streaming on this platform, and so yay, AI viewers, streamboo.com. Okay. I don't really know what that means. This is kind of new for me. So I am streaming over there through an actual platform. So thanks for commenting. Thanks for jumping in. Looks like I have a few people in here on my streaming platform. Let me see where it's coming from. Whew. Welcome anybody from Facebook. If you're joining in the extra platform that I just started on, thanks for jumping in. I am on Twitch now, streaming as well. So welcome in, everybody. Well, we just went over all of those exercises, adding that combo into the flow. So if you have any questions about how to do the combo, if you need answers for that, please let me know. You can see me on the other side of the room. I can change positions so you can see it from a different angle if you need it. Just let me know if you have any questions about it. I know that there are a few people that are doing this with me. I know there's several people in here doing it with me. So any of the ones that I know that are doing this with me, ask me those questions. If you need to see it from a different angle, that wall sit bicep curl, please feel free to ask. You may be asking a question that somebody's holding off to because they feel like it's a dumb question. There are no dumb questions. So I'm going to give it a couple of seconds for comments to come through because sometimes they do lag a little bit. So my new podcast episode comes out on Saturday morning. It is talking about thriving at your own pace. So if you're just joining in, or if you have been seeing me and you feel like what I give is valuable, go check me out on Spotify. It's the grit. Look right here. The grit of the matter. So if you do grit with 2 T's, the grit of the matter. I am on Spotify, Apple, iHeart, Amazon, all of the platforms. I also am on YouTube. So if you go into my YouTube channel, it is Bodies by Design. And my podcast just flows through there. So you can see all of those things from links in all of my bios. You should be able to see all of that. So go jump in there, check out the links in my bios, and it'll take you to any of my platforms that I'm on. And I know that that link is in all of my bios. So I'm very excited about that one because we do talk about all the time about thriving, but people do see thriving in a different way. My thriving could be different from yours, but that's okay. Never apologize for that. So also my 5K comes up in October the 25th, and I will start talking more about that as we move forward. And I will have my website up. I am going to offer group signups this year, registrations. It is a virtual 5K, so you can do this 5K from anywhere. So if you have friends that are in one group together and y'all want to do this walk with me, you can do this. Just go into my signups. You can sign up with a group, and then we'll move on from there. There will be 2 options. You will be able to register with a shirt and without a shirt. There are 2 options to do that. I did take out the donations this year. I just, with a good heart, I could not say that I was donating 100% because the company that I use does take 3.5% off the top. So I could not, with a good heart, say that I was donating 100%. But I am going to open up a shorter or less expensive sponsor option. I'm going to offer 2 different sponsorship options below what my normal sponsorships are. I will offer a $10 sponsorship and a $25 sponsorship. So you can do that. You can sign up, you can register, you can sponsor, and all the wonderful things. And if you have a group of friends, a church group, or anything like that, maybe you have a walk-in group, this is a come as you are kind of thing. And we'll be signing up. We'll be getting things registered starting in June. I hope to have everything up and running by June the 1st. And so that will also be in the links in my bio. All right, I'm going to come to the screen and see if anybody has any questions about the exercises. Oh, Nay, good morning. Hi, beautiful. Yeah, it seems to be okay. Grace is over on TikTok with me this morning. I'm thinking she's still here. Matt, welcome in. Hey, how are you doing? Okay. I don't see any comments or questions coming in on any of the platforms. So thank you so much for being here with me today. Yay. Okay. It's not showing me anything, Grace. Like I can't see anything. And I think we decided that it was because maybe you're a private account. But I thought it would at least show me that you're there. But it doesn't really show me anything. It shows me this little blank empty chair. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. I just want to make sure that, that you're still here. If you need anything, make sure that if you have any questions, you can ask for sure. 100%. And if anybody else has any questions about those, Remember, we did the combo. Next week, the last thing I want to say is next week is our combo week. So all of our combos. Oh, okay. No, you're okay, girl. Don't worry about that. Next week is our combo. So where all of the exercise combos that we've done for all of May, we do those all next week. So I put those into a circuit. And so then you have a combo circuit flow. So every exercise that we have, and I did print out a list. That way, if you want to make a note of the ones that we're going to be going over, I will try to add this into, maybe make a piece of content of it so you guys know what's coming. Oh, good. Oh, now I see you. Now I see you, Grace. So from week 1, we did the sit to stand row, right? So it was a sit, stand, upright row. For week 2, we did the Romanian deadlift and a tricep extension. That was our combo. This week, we did the wall sit hold and the bicep curl. So all 3 of those combos will be in a full circuit next week. And the big thing that I'm going to do is Monday, we're going to make this kind of fun because it is Memorial Day and a lot of people do the Murph Challenge and things like that. I want us to do just a little flow. We're going to do the full flow circuit on Monday. So Grace, remember that. Monday, we're going to kind of do things a little backwards. Going to do the full flow since I do have my vacation coming up and I'm not sure what day, Thursday or Friday, I will stop doing lives for a few days. But I will do everything backwards. And that way you get that full flow. We do the full flow circuit. I'll still talk about it and go over it and things like that, but we'll do the full circuit on Monday. And then on Tuesday, we'll break it down a little bit more. That way you guys can see everything. And if you have any questions on Tuesday morning, you can come in and you can ask questions. So that's the way we're going to do it. We'll have our warm up. We'll do the cycle of combos. We'll do our core and we'll do our cool down. And remember, all of the core exercises that we've done for this month will also go into that. So you're going to have a lot of exercises on Monday that we can put into a circuit. So we're going to make it nice and fun. Anybody and everybody try to be here, and that way we can all do this together and make it a fun day in the appreciation and memory of all the people that have made this Memorial Day possible. Okay. And I will say more about that on Monday. So if there's no questions, guys, I will call it for today. It is 7:49. Oh, it's 7:49. Okay, Grace, you'll be here. Good. I'm actually going to sit down really quick and see if there's anything. I'm going to start shutting up with you. Oh, yay! Oh, yay! Yay! I'm so excited about that. I'm so excited about that. It is a fantastic Friday. So Grace, you'll be with me on TikTok. I know I have a lot of other people that come in on Clapper, Facebook and YouTube and Twitch. I just started Twitch. So you can go check it out or not. It's okay. It's just another streaming platform for me to go live on that maybe I can reach some more people that may need the help. So have a wonderful, yes, 7 a.m. Central, 7 a.m. Central. Yeah. Right before Tara. And then you need to scoot out of here so you can be there with her. All right, guys. So have a wonderful Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. And I will see you guys at 7 a.m. Central Monday morning. Be here. Get started with me. See you guys later. Have a good day. Oh, gosh. Have a good day, Grace. You've got my number. You can reach out to me anytime you need anything, girl. I'm always here.